Our next speaker, Representative Gary Shearer, is the bill's sponsor. He's championed this bill on a quest, and I personally got to see his hard work and tireless efforts to get this bill passed. He resides in Circleville and comes to speak on behalf of the bill today. We need the vote to pass this bill. Please welcome Representative Gary Shearer.
I had some notes made here that I'm not going to be following. I'm going to let the Lord tell me what to say. Now, I warn you, sometimes what the Lord puts in here doesn't come out of here. And I'll apologize in advance for that. But this has been a long time coming. Dr. Rooney went to Dr. Johnson in the last General Assembly after the tragedy that you've heard about with Annie. I heard about it. I read about it in the paper. I didn't have the good fortune to ever meet Annie. But I went to Dr. Johnson and said, well, it's in my district, and I'm touched by this story, and I want to do something to help. Would you accept me as a joint sponsor on it? He graciously did so. Like he alluded to in his comments, he and I both learned. We're both relatively new here, having careers in other areas before coming to the legislature. And we learned a lot about how the legislative process works. And it's sometimes not pretty. Sometimes groups don't like to be told what to do. And in the last General Assembly, quite frankly, that is what we learned, was specifically the judges don't like to be dictated to. They think that three branches of government should be separated more. We learned from that, and as we came back in the 131st General Assembly, we learned from that. We have included, I cannot thank enough the members of the Ohio Judicial Conference. I won't try to name them individually by name, but their representatives, the actual judges a number of judges that we talked with, in some cases one-on-one, in other cases as a group officially representing their association. They have many fingerprints on this, and appreciate their ultimate support for the legislation we've got. I think the bill is a good bill. Just like Terry said, maybe not perfect. It's not perhaps as strong, as tight as we would like for it to be, but it's a great start, and it truly, positively, definitely is going to save lives. I'm confident that we have the votes here in the House of Representatives, but this is just the start, getting it through here. I thank in advance Senator Seitz, his fingerprints are also on this version of the bill. As it comes out of the House of Representatives, Senator Seitz has agreed to be the champion for the bill over in the Senate. And while our time is virtually gone here in the spring, he will be working over the summer on this, and when we come back in the fall, I am confident that it will get every bit of attention over the Senate, and by the end of the year we can have it on the governor's desk to be able to save lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Representative Shearer. Our next speaker, John DePietro, serves as the chair of MAD Ohio, and as the former deputy chief of police in Miami Township. He's seen the needs for this bill from every perspective and every angle possible. Please let me welcome John DePietro.
Thank you, Doug. You know, folks, MAD is all about ending drunk driving. MAD is about fighting drug driving. MAD is about supporting victims of these violent crimes. And MAD is about preventing underage drinking. Now, how do we do that? We support high visibility law enforcement operations, such as saturation patrols, such as OVI checkpoints. And I would ask the Rooneys, they would probably have been very pleased if there were an OVI checkpoint the night that Andy died. We also do that by embracing technology, and that's what this bill is all about. Let me explain that to you. I think we all are wearing a traffic safety hat right now when we think of a OVI, a DWI. You get a ticket. You hear the public campaigns from NHTSA saying, you drink, you drive, you lose. Take off that traffic safety hat and put on your crime prevention hat. This is a crime. Killing people impaired is a crime. You will go to the grand jury, but more importantly, from my perspective, as a law enforcement officer, as a crime prevention practitioner, the one type of homicide that is 100% preventable is a crime of impaired driving. And we reduce the opportunity of people getting behind the wheel and making that bad decision with this law, Annie's Law. And I would say that for those individuals that are somewhat skeptical, understand this, is that this law will also, and this technology will also provide what I was talking with my colleagues this morning, which I really like this terminology, the collateral benefits of behavior modification. And there are a lot of good examples. My good friend Leo over here, he explained a lot of those to me. Think about this. Every day you get in the car, if you have a drinking problem, you're blowing in that machine. It's teaching you, hey, this isn't right. Hey, we could kill somebody. Behavior modification. That, my friends, is a collateral benefit from this law. And we know that the data is there. I won't talk about numbers. There's no doubt about that. But at the end of the day, understand that this particular law is going to save lives. 100% preventable crime. Folks, let's pass this law. Let's pass this law for Annie. Let's pass this law for Ohioans. But more importantly, let's pass this law for no more victims. And my MAD volunteers, say it with me. No more victims. Thank you.